There was impact, and it was really dark and then quiet. I remember how quiet it was and how I opened my eyes and I looked at John and I said, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "I can't breathe." I've never been in that kind of horrific state where I felt like, God, this is really close. And then I remember a fireman grabbing me by the back of the neck and telling me to stop moving. And then I was in the ambulance and they were deciding where I was going to go. I said I wanted to go to the Queen.
I think she fractured 26 bones, if I recall, from her neck, back, chest, both legs.
26 or 27 fractures. So they had to figure out what was going on.
She underwent advanced imaging of every aspect of those areas, both looking at her skeletal system, her organ systems. I was particularly worried about, with this type of injury, shear forces affecting major blood vessels.
They always let me know where they were at and what they were doing and why they were doing it and what the results that they were getting were. So that, I think, helped a lot with keeping me calm.
She would say, "Well, I'm fine. I'm sure you're busy. Take care of other people." When really, she was the one I really needed to focus on because of her major injuries, though.
They were treating me like I was okay, like I wasn't. They kept me from being so scared. I was really scared.
Being in the emergency department can be very unnerving for patients, and it's important that we make them feel safe and that we exude calmness. Every day we take care of patients who are very sick, and we develop our own confidence that we have the right specialists, the right equipment, the right team in place to take care of people in the best way possible. For a community our size, it's uncommon to have a trauma center that delivers such high quality care, to have the neurosciences, the cardiac care, the oncology care. We have many service lines to support the emergency department and the hospital. And it's because of the support of the community.
I mean, part of why I live here is because it's like being in a big city without having to be in a big city. And a hospital of high quality is a very big part of that.
We see 33,000 patients a year. We're open 24/7, 365 days a year. So the CR hasn't been closed for 1 hour for us to try to refresh it. So on the go, we're gonna do a major refresh. It's gonna make it more aesthetically pleasing. We're gonna create a space that is more conducive to that healing environment. And we're gonna be able to incorporate new technologies. Now we go to the bedside with our stethoscopes and listen to your heart. In the near future, I'm gonna come to the bedside with my ultrasound machine, and we'll be able to see the patient's valves and their chambers, and right when they first present, do some of the important diagnostic. So I think it's really exciting, and I look forward to working in that new emergency department. I love the team that we have here. I like working with the nurses, my fellow physicians. I love using the technology that we have to take care of people, to help diagnose. Every person who walks in the door is a new person to me who I want to learn about. I want to learn about their life. I want to learn about what brings them into the emergency department, and I want to help them.
I don't think the hospital missed a beat from when I entered the door to when I went from the emergency room to the surgery, and from the surgery to the after surgery care, and then into rehab. I think they did absolutely everything they could possibly do for me to make me heal as best I could for what happened to me. They followed through with everything, and they checked every aspect, psychological, emotional, all that kind of stuff. Since I've had the accident, I know how much you need something quickly. I know my brother lives in Magdalena, New Mexico, and the closest thing they have is a helicopter ambulance pad to their town. And I don't know if I could live like that, knowing, how bad things can get quickly.